All right, Patricia Arquette and Matt Dillon star in the new Apple TV series High Desert, a comedically dramatic look at one woman's life as she recovers from addiction and attempts to get her life back on track.
Critic Pam Powell recently sat down with the stars to talk about their roles and why this series hits home. Take a look.
Patricia Arquette, Matt Dillon, it's an absolute honor and pleasure to talk with you on CI Living TV about this amazing and fun new Apple TV series called High Desert. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
Patricia, I'm going to start with you. Your character of Peggy is a complicated one, to say the least. Can you tell our viewers a little bit about your character and, most importantly, what really draws you to that character and want to play her?
Well, she's a very complicated person. She has a lot of beautiful qualities. She loves people. She loves very deeply. She picks up a lot of broken bird people along the way and tries to, protect them and problem solve their lives. She loves art. She loves music. She loves style. She loves fashion. But she's a struggling addict, and she lies to herself. She deceives other people. She kind of is in a lot of pain that she's running away from. All of those things, the highs and the lows, are so interesting for me in the human experience. I think we've all met people that are similar to Peggy, similar to Denny, troubled but also wonderful, but troubled. And I think we all need to laugh right now, and I think that the writers wrote this very funny material, and all these great actors came in, and it's kind of a counterculture comedy. And it's different, and it's a little fresh. It's a little bit of a farce. It's a little silly, but it's rooted in something deeper underneath.
Absolutely, and I really do like all those different levels that you hit. And to me, that's a well-balanced show. Matt, maybe you can answer this for me. I do love the balance. You've got humor, you've got heart, you've got drama, but you also have a lot of these real-life situations that are intertwined into the storyline. Tell me about creating that balance from your perspective and your character.
Yeah, well, I thought that there's a lot of humor in it, but it's all grounded and it's coming out of reality. These characters are, they're really based on real people, and so they kind of really lived with us while we were doing it, and it's what you look for. It's what I look for. I'm sure Patricia feels the same way. As an actor, is characters with a rich background, history. I mean, there's so much to be said for me about Denny. Denny's he's a man of contradictions. On one hand, he's this spiritual guy who's developed this kind of interest in living a spiritual life. But, he's a criminal, so he can't help but use that spirituality and kind of weave it into his endeavors, which often might involve some criminal activity. But then, then there's a side of Denny that is this spiritual guy who's really got a good heart, and he believes that, there's a solution to everything. He's very positive, and I think one of the really key things is that he loves Peggy. He loves Peggy, and as far as he's concerned, he's proprietary about her. She's his wife, and when he gets out of jail, he wants everything to be the way it was, and he loves her very much, and Peggy also knows she loves him, and he knows that he can work her a little bit. So he tries to work his charms with her. It's not working, but that's his main objective, is to get her to come to be there with to come back to him in a certain way. And there's just so much humor in it, because he's constitutionally incapable of really being honest, and as much as he wants to be judged for his intentions and wanting to live a spiritual life, his actions are what ultimately speak the loudest,
And he tries to get her to cut herself some slack on some things. He wants her to be sober. He's not going to let her, be in danger and just forget about it. He does have her back, with all of his faults.
Sure, she needs me. That's what Denny thinks, or that's how he plays it. But in fact, he really needs her. And her family, not just Peggy, but Peggy, the whole package, her family, that's his family, you know, and they adopted him and he adopted them. And so, you know, that's it. That's what he's got. And he loves Peggy. They're cut from the same cloth. He knows they're meant to be together, you know.
They definitely are. And Matt and Patricia, thank you so much for talking about this new series. And I'm going to go out and get a pair of those yellow aviators. So
Oh, good.
All right, High Desert premieres on Apple TV this Wednesday.
Yes, all right. Just